since we were little, our childhood was I would say very happy. Kasi we really grew up with parents who were very loving, my siblings and I. We were very super close kami as a family. I felt like I was a very innocent person. I know when I was younger, wala akong boyfriend, wala akong mga crush, bihira lang. I was 15 years old. My parents, nasa Bible study sila sa Makati. I grew up in Antipolo, sa medyo malayo. I was in the kwarto ng parents ko. I just felt may gulo. There's something wrong. Yun pala, yung nangyari, may pumasok na magnanakaw. They're fully armed. They got in because there was somebody delivering rice to our house. Sinabayan nila. When I was hearing all the sounds sa bahay na hindi ko alam kung anong nangyari, I just said, you know, Lord, I think something's wrong. I don't know what it is, but, you know, you just protect us. My younger brother, and then my 2 younger sisters, lahat tinali. And then they were tied and put on the living room floor, face down. I was really nervous. So yung mga jewelry, binigay ko sa kanila. Then after, sabi niya,
ayoko makita ng ginagawa.
In my mind, okay, papatay na niya ako. But then what happened was, he raped me. I never had a boyfriend. I never kissed anybody. So I never had any sexual experiences. I mean, I was really a good girl. I really, you know, obeyed my parents. I was very innocent. So when that happened, like, I just, you know, I was crying while it was happening. But then, yung baril kasi nasa ulo ko eh. So wala talaga akong magawa.
Ito.
Pagkatapos niyan, dinala niya ako sa iba-ibang mga kasama niya. So parang pinasa-pasa ako to 7 different guys in different places in the house. So parang what was sacred, our home, like... So every room, there was like a bad memory. Even the bathroom, even my own bed. I was scared kasi I invited 2 friends, 2 girlfriends to come over, my friends. So I was praying, Lord, sana hindi na lang sila dumating. They brought me out to the living room. Nakita ko yung bag ng kaibigan ko nakabukas, nasa floor. So sabi ko, oh my Lord, you know, I hope hindi nangyari din yung nangyari sa akin, sa kanila. May nag-doorbell. So natakot yung mga magnanakaw kasi, oh my gosh, you know, there's somebody there. Kaya lang parang, hindi ko alam kung bakit they trusted me. Sabi nila, sige ikaw, puntahan mo, and then palayasin mo lang sila. So, they let me go, they untied me, pinalabas ako, tapos pumunta ako sa gate, tapos nakita ko yung parents ng isang kaibigan ko. Sabi ko lang, may mga magnanakaw sa bahay. So sinabi ko sa kanila, pero nag-acting ako, sabi ko,
Okay, bye! See you later!
Tapos, pumasok ulit ako sa bahay. Na hindi ko alam kung klaro yun sa kanila kung anong sinabi ko. Nung bumalik ako sa bahay,
Ano sinabi sa kanila?
they were threatening me na and sabi nila, sige, papatayin na namin kayo. All of a sudden, ang decision nila, they took a hostage. Then they escaped. Lumabas sila. Lahat sila lumabas.
Doon mag-iisip.
So, we were waiting for somebody to rescue us kasi hindi namin alam kung talaga wala na sila. We were so scared. And then all of a sudden, may nakita kami nagpa-flashlight sa mga bintana ng bahay namin. Pero yun pala, may dumating na iba pang missionaries na kaibigan din namin. And then, they rescued us. A few, siguro, maybe an hour or maybe 2 hours later, dumating yung parents namin. You know what? Your kids are safe. Walang namatay. Everybody's okay. Pero kailangan yung kausapin si Joy. Kasi, may nangyari sa kanya. So for me, you know, that was the hardest. I was because I knew they were teaching Bible. They're having a Bible study, and then, you know, you parang iisipin mo, diba, if you're following God and you're really putting Him first, how can God let that happen to your children? My parent, you know, of course, my mom cried. My dad, they hugged me. You know, that night, my mom just stayed with me in the bed. I couldn't sleep, and she just hugged me the whole night. She doesn't also know what to say. As a mom, you know, someone who's always protected me and taken care of me. Then the next day when my brother found out, syempre he was so upset. Kasi feeling niya he's my older brother, dapat he protected me. Wala siya dun kasi that night. Like my dad, hindi ko ever nakita siya mag-cry. I mean, he cries, but not like this. Like I would see him, he's studying the Bible, but he's crying. Because I'm sure, you know, as a father, where you're very protective of your daughters, the last thing you want is for that to happen. So God also dealt with his heart, like, are you willing to trust me? You trust your children still to me? Also to my mom. And I remember my mom, she'd look at our photos when we were little, when we were kids, and then she'd see photos of me, you know, as a kid, very innocent, very happy child. And then she knew that, you know, all of a sudden may nangyari na parang me as a person, I also felt like I was stained. If may kulay ang childhood ko, parang it's like white and yellow, you know, happy colors. And then yung moment na yun nangyari, parang it's like a black hole. All of a sudden, yung buhay ko na interrupt. Super takot ako. Like, any sound na parang similar to nangyari, parati ako takot. Ayoko talaga sa mga lalaki. Like, sa mga lalaki na parang itsura ng mga mama na nag-rape sa akin. Ganun talaga ako. Parati akong nervous. So I had to really, you know, surrender it to God. Say, Lord, I know that you can still make me pure again. You can still make me whole. And so all of us, I think we had to go through healing in my family. To really soul search and to ask God, Lord, what is your reason? Ba't mo na-allow to sa amin, to our family? God is sovereign. Diba? He's in control of everything. And we chose to believe na kahit nangyari ito, mabuti pa rin siyang God. Because mahal niya kami, because sovereign siya, may dahilan kung bakit nangyari ito. Hindi lang accident. Ang decision namin, ng family namin, we'll even make it a testimony.
Yes. We've decided to share our stories.
Because feeling namin, pag itago lang natin to, how can God also use it for good? And when we made that decision, you know, God really brought healing. We also made the decision to forgive.
Ano ang balak ninyo?
Yung mga polis pumunta sa bahay namin, pinakita yung mga picture na baka ito sila. So, meron akong na-identify doon, pero hindi kami nag-press ng charges, hindi kami nag-file ng case. We just said, as a family, God will protect us. Si God na lang bahala.
Maraming salamat.
Salamat po. The months went by. I was still in school. Iyak lang ako sa class, tapos I would run out of the class and go to the bathroom and I would cry. So as a student, syempre nahirapan ako mag-study. Kasi nahirapan ako mag-concentrate ng studies ko. Parati ko iniisipan yung nangyari. Pero yung maganda doon, kasi I was going to a school called Faith Academy. Yung community na yan, as a school, very close. It was a Christian school. The teachers, alam nila kung ano nangyari sa akin, tsaka sa mga kaibigan ko. Kaya super sensitive sila, pati sa studies namin. Sinabi nila sa amin, you know, if there are times na kailangan nyo talaga, you know, lumabas lang ng kwarto, and then you need to be alone, okay lang, naintindihan namin. Super blessing talaga na we shared it. We shared it with our school community. We also shared it with our church. Lumapit talaga ako kay God in desperation. And I felt so close to Him. And every time I would read my Bible, God would reveal to me so much in His Word. I think sa grabe na nangyari, like, feeling ko as a person, Lord, this can't be an accident. That you would allow something this terrible to happen to me. So, my only option is to trust you. I learned to accept that yung nangyari yan kasi people don't know God. So, yung gumawa ng ganyan na masama, it's kasi hindi nila kilala yung Diyos. God made me stronger as a person. Like, mas aware ako sa surroundings ko. God allowed me to trust men again. He allowed me to also share my testimony with others. When I started sharing with people, marami din nag-open up sa akin na, you know, nangyari to sa akin, similar sa story mo, or na-abuse ako, sexual abuse by a relative. So marami nag-share sa akin. So God allowed my story to help others. Most of the time, when women are raped or abused, hindi nila sinasabi sa ibang tao, tinatago nila, malaking sikreto. Kasi feeling nyo at first, super pangit to, like nakakahiya pag may, you know, if people know ano nangyari sa akin. But yung perspective namin, sabi namin, okay, we won't let this be something like that. We will share it. Di ang nangyari is ang daming, so much support, spiritual support, people praying for us. I met a wonderful man. His name is Edric Mendoza. I met somebody who's a great man. He really loves God. He really loves me. And when we got married 2 years out of college, I mean, he's been an incredible husband. He knew about my story. I shared it with him. The more he felt like he wanted to protect me and take care of me. So I was so blessed by that because I didn't feel rejected. And then God gave me 4 wonderful children. It's not anymore thinking about, oh, this is what happened to me. I was scarred. I was damaged. No, Lord, you can make me whole again. You have a good plan for my life. A lot of people say when they see me now, they can't imagine na nangyari yan sa akin. I suppose I also feel that way. Like when I think about it, nangyari yan, alam ko, nandun pa rin. Minsan naaalala ko. Pero I see now yung blessings ni God. God really caused everything to work together for good. He blessed me with a wonderful family, a wonderful ministry, a wonderful husband. And so these are all the blessings that I never would have expected na mangyayari sa buhay ko. Pero binigay yan sa akin ni God because nag-decision ako, Lord, I will trust you. I will hope in you. I will still follow you. By God's grace, I'm a very happy person. I think I have the joy of the Lord, not because of me, but it's really by God's grace.